She is a Tony Award-winning Kennedy Center Honoree and a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. She's an American actress, singer and dancer, and is best known for originating roles in Broadway musicals including Anita in West Side Story, Velma Kelly in Chicago, and the title role in Kiss of the Spider Woman, and has performed in at least one major Broadway musical in each of the 7 decades between the 1950s and today. She is Chita Rivera. Just talking musicals with you. Chita Rivera studied ballet from a young age, landing her first theatre role in the national tour of Call Me Madam with Elaine Stritch in 1951. She was just 17, and the story goes that she was about to join a ballet company, had actually just gone to the Call Me Madam audition with a friend to keep her company, but ended up auditioning and was offered one of the solo roles with none other than choreographer Jerome Robbins directing the show. When Chita was in Call Me Madam, she's talked about how she would watch Elaine Stritch from the wings and says, "That's what I did in all the shows I ever did. I stood in the wings and that's how I learned." And I've often heard the same from other amazing Broadway and West End performers, how they absorb the craft and watch other greats from the wings. With Call Me Madam and all the experience of a national tour under her belt, Chita's first Broadway appearance was in a show I would have loved to have seen. She joined the cast of the original run of Guys and Dolls in its final year at the 46th Street Theatre in 1953, and followed that with 4 more Broadway shows, until 1957, when she was cast in a career-defining role as a character named Anita in a new and strikingly original show called West Side Story. It was a modern retelling of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. It was set on the streets of New York, had electrifying music by Leonard Bernstein, lyrics by a newcomer in his late 20s called Stephen Sondheim, a book written by playwright Arthur Lawrence, and it was choreographed and directed by Jerome Robbins.
It was the most wonderful mixture of Americana, Latin, jazz. It was a tremendous mixture. I haven't heard anything like it since.
When it opened at Her Majesty's Theatre in London a year later, West Side Story opened with Chita heading up the cast, and both the critics and public alike took it to their hearts, with Cecil Watson writing in the Daily Mail. "It struck London last night like a flash of lightning set to music, the most dynamic, dramatic, operatic, balletic and acrobatic of all those epics from Broadway. And it ran for over 1,000 performances." 1960 saw Chita cast as Rosie opposite Dick Van Dyke in Bye Birdie, in what was to become yet another landmark Broadway show. And luckily for us at least, one of her numbers from the show was captured on the hugely popular Ed Sullivan Show.
I'll hide behind my fan and do the tango. I'll be so Spanish it will make you sick. I'll eat the tacos and the enchilada. I'll drink tequila till I feel no pain. The only song I'll sing will be Granada. I'll be more Espanol than Abbey Lane.
For me, that clip shows why Chita has been so successful. She's a truly gifted dancer and wasn't afraid to sing either. In this day and age, that might seem like an odd thing to say, but even back when I was auditioning, there was a distinct divide between singers and dancers. Singers sang, dancers danced, and Chita has talked about this as well. She says, "All my friends were dancers. We didn't even hang out with the singers. We used to make fun of the singers." But then she was offered some singing lessons and found she could not only dance, she was a classic triple threat. We're going to take a slight diversion now away from Broadway into the world of film, as I couldn't resist including a clip from the 1969 film Sweet Charity, in which Chita co-starred with Shirley MacLaine and Paula Kelly, and it was not only choreographed but directed by none other than Bob Fosse, who was making his feature directorial debut.
There's gotta be something better than this. There's gotta be something better to do. And when I find me something better to do, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna get up, get out and do it. There's gotta be some respectable trade. There's gotta be something easy to learn. And when I find me something I halfway can learn, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna get up, get out and learn it. Oh.
I highly recommend you click on the link to watch all of that. It's got so much energy, and even though the film itself got mixed reviews, there are some terrific Bob Fosse numbers in it, and it's more than worth the watch. In 1975, Chita was cast as Velma Kelly alongside Gwen Verdon in the original production of John Kander and Fred Ebb's musical Chicago, based on a 1926 play of the same name by journalist Maureen Dallas Watkins, who had reported on two women who were both suspected and later acquitted of murder, whom Watkins had covered for the Chicago Tribune as a reporter. I've read that the idea of making the play into a musical came from Gwen Verdon herself, and she asked her husband, Bob Fosse, about working on it, and eventually, along with the producer, Richard Fryer, Verdon and Fosse bought the rights, and it opened at the 46th Street Theatre on Broadway on the 3rd of June 1975.
There's men everywhere, jazz everywhere, booze everywhere, life everywhere, joy everywhere nowadays.
Watching these two ladies dance together is nothing short of captivating. The technique that goes into every single move is a masterclass, and they just seem so switched on to every single move they make. Chita has said that she idolised Gwen Verdon and that working alongside her in Chicago was a magical moment. And I think it's plain to see in nowadays. It was yet another Kander and Ebb show that brought more magic into Chita's life in 1993, when she received Tony and Drama Desk Awards for Best Leading Actress in a Musical for her dual portrayal of Aurora and Spider-Woman in the musical Kiss of the Spider-Woman.
I'm so very glad to share this good advice. You've got to learn how not to be where you are. The more you face the reality, the more you scar. So close your eyes and you can be a movie star. Why must you stay where you are?
Chita talks about Kiss of the Spider-Woman as being perfect timing for her, that it came at the right time, she says. Everything was so perfect. Every creative department just fit. It was like a perfect puzzle. We all felt a little bit like royalty because we were extremely proud of what we were doing. Really proud. Whatever I do, I want it to be 200%. In 2015, Chita co-starred with Roger Rees in Kander and Ebb's last musical, The Visit. With a rather gritty story to its centre, Chita played the wealthiest woman in the world who returns to her hometown to make a deal with the residents to exact her revenge on the man who broke her heart. It only ran for a few months at the beautiful Lyceum Theatre on Broadway, and it was sadly Roger Rees's final work, but I would have loved to have seen it.
When the sun seems forever bright, what can dim its light? Love and love alone. So beware, young love, lost in a kiss. There's a truth, young love, simple as this. Every fond hello ends in goodbye. What seems certain to live will die.
Attempting to chart Chita Rivera's spectacular career took me on a voyage of delightful discovery. I foolishly thought I knew about her until I really started my research. In 2019, Time Out New York named her one of the best Broadway divas of all time. Her career is legendary. The people she has worked with are themselves the stuff of Broadway legend. There's Gwen Verdon, Shirley MacLaine, Liza Minnelli, Elaine Stritch, and there are dancers Chita has known and worked with her whole life, like the fabulous Harvey Evans, who I think she first met when they were in West Side Story together in the late 50s. And then you notice his face in video clips dancing with Chita, from the Judy Garland show to the Tonys. And in fact, I'm pretty sure I saw Harvey's face in the full-length clip from Chicago earlier. And it makes you understand the community and family of dancers and performers who are the lifeblood of Broadway. And Chita Rivera represents one of its shining stars. Have I managed to cover everything? I'm absolutely certain I haven't. But I hope I've managed to mark some of the highlights of this amazing lady's career, who incidentally marked 2021 as one of a host of Broadway luminaries appearing in cameo roles in Tick Tick Boom, the story of Rent composer Jonathan Larson's first major musical project, and directed by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
From the fools who pay less at home, drinking coffee.
Truly amazing, eh? If you'd like to watch more of the film clips we've featured today, just click on the links in the description below and they'll take you straight to the songs in full. I'm Lesley Anne Knight. We've plenty more on the Just Talking Musicals channel, so don't forget to check us out. And it'd be great if you tap to subscribe so we can keep on bringing you more Just Talking stories. And yes, here's just a final, very important word from Miss Rivera.
You know, I really came along at such a wonderful time. Thank God those shows were written around that time. Yeah, I would love another 25 years. I loved doing the Spider-Woman. I loved doing Rosie. I did Rosie with Dick Van Dyke. Who would want to miss that? That's crazy. You know, so there's so many wonderful shows, and I was ready. That's what I tell the kids. Be ready. Just be ready. You know, in case they just go, you, and you're the one.
Just talking musicals with you.